The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew. Sports.
Well, last night, Soldier Field looked like a professional sports stadium. Should look. Boy, was it rowdy for Chicago Fire game. 62,000 plus, a record-setting night for the Messi game that didn't happen. Lionel Messi did not play, but everybody that bought tickets.
The
game happened.
One player wasn't there.
Yeah, the guy that everybody went there for. There would have been 20,000 if it wasn't for him. But I am kind of proud in a way that everybody still went and knew going in. We talked about it yesterday earlier that he probably wasn't going to play. I saw some story in the news where a kid got those tickets bought for his birthday, $1,400 for a pair of tickets to that game last night at Soldier Field.
God.
I was like, who's buying these tickets? Who's paying this?
Well, massive fans. You don't know. You have to understand he's new to this league. Like, how much would have been to take an overseas trip to see him play previously?
I get it. He's arguably the greatest player of all time. But what I'm saying is, Twisted tickets are a little cheaper. You can get yours right there and go get your Twisted tickets.
They are.
They're a little bit less.
And very similar to the game last night. Messi will not be there.
No.
What if Messi showed up at Twisted?
But not as hey, I'm Messi, can I get into VIP? He's just on the floor.
Yeah, in the pit.
He just gets there early for Sincere Engineer.
Oh, my God. If he headbutted, somebody would hurt so bad.
Yeah, he's good at it. Well, why don't we just start that rumor so people, all four will sell out today, and then if he doesn't show up, no one will care because no one cared last night. It was pretty good. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
people still went.
We'll get right on that, Brian.
Okay, start that hashtag going today. So Chicago Fire dominated, beating Inter Miami 4-1, which devastated Miami's playoff hopes. Chicago Fire are now in a position to make the playoffs for the first time since 2017 and just the third time in the last 14 seasons.
It's very exciting.
Very exciting. You know what? Do you think any of those players walked out from the Chicago Fire and they were scared? Because the crowd, they actually had this crowd out there that was insane. They've never played in front of that many people before.
Well, no, because they do travel. You have to think. I think there's cities that probably have higher attendance.
I would like to see if there's an MLS team that could bring 62,000 people, besides not with Messi games.
Well,
right.
The first few seasons Atlanta was around, they were doing numbers similar to that.
Were they really?
When Atlanta had an MLS team when it first started, it was a giant deal there.
No
Same
kidding.
way it was St. Louis had an expansion team this year, and you couldn't get tickets for the first 4 months of the season. They were outrageously priced.
Their stadium was probably 7,000 people.
It was a little smaller. It was like a weird deal. They had a lot of standing room tickets at the St. Louis. I have a friend in St. Louis that he complains to me about this all the time. It's like standing room tickets are $80. I'm not going to go stand and watch soccer for $80.
I wouldn't either.
No.
Kenzie?
Why?
Would you stand at all?
I have to pay for my son to play soccer, and then it costs a lot more than $80.
Do you bring one of those chairs out that have like a tent attached to them to his games? You ever seen those deals? Shark Tank had those deals.
I don't have any of the souped up stuff because they always end up having to do crap. Like, they don't, as parents, you don't just get to go anymore. They're like, who's going to help with the field and who's going to help with the vending concession
What are you
stand,
out there replacing divots? Are you out there?
Oh my God, it's unbelievable.
Wow.
We in baseball, we have to do the outline. The chalk.
You're doing the chalk outline?
We have to do it.
Those are some squiggly foul lines.
You imagine Kenzie, they're like 7-inch heels out there doing the lines with a baseball diamond.
Pisses me off. That thing's heavy as hell.
I
was
guess.
not anticipating that. I thought it would be like a wagon.
Well, you'll have to do nothing for the NASCAR race when it comes back. Kenzie, they'll have all the barricades laid out, and it'll be wonderful as it returns to Chicago next year. It's back. So it'll be Saturday, July 6th. Sunday, July 7th for NASCAR. And there was a question whether they'd return. They did a big deal yesterday, but it did the highest ratings in 5 years of a NASCAR race and set records on streaming numbers, too. So it's back. And people wonder about the economic value. They say it added $109 million to the city of Chicago economic value. For comparison, Taylor Swift added $39 million. Now, she's been adding like almost $1 billion to totaling the whole country where she plays and does a couple shows. But
I would love to know, you know what would be better? They say these big numbers, and then we're like, well, everything kind of feels pretty similar around here. Wouldn't it be great if they're like 109 and added this? Because people are complaining about it. What we're now going to do with that is fix these 17 streets and do that, or whatever. Wouldn't that be nice if it came with like an itinerary of allocation?
I guess like the hotels just keep the money. I guess that's what happens with that economic value with restaurants and bars and.
Well, like what the city made off of it.
Yeah. It'd be nice.
Did he not make anything? Like
They had to make something.
I'm sure the city of Chicago made something on the event that they brought here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The problem is it's envelopes of
I mean,
cash.
like the hotel. It's like Hampton Inn's got to turn in their money. Jeez, Brian.
Let's go to the Hampton Inn after the show and ask them for their money.
Are you going to have a ski mask on?
Yeah, what'd you do with the money? Where's the money at? All four MLB
Goes towards the free breakfast.
all four MLB wildcard games yesterday were 2 and done, and here's what it sounded like.
Strike 3 goes the Rangers' way, and they go on to the second round. That sends the Tampa Bay Rays home for the season.
Let's go.
Swing and a miss. Finally, 21 years in the making. And the Twins advance with a victory in 2 straight over Toronto. And they will meet the Houston Astros in the ALDS.
That one wasn't good.
Swing
No?
and a miss, and that's it. The Arizona Diamondbacks advance to the division series.
How about that one?
as they
This one's
knock
so much
off
better.
the Brewers.
Last one.
The Phillies 7-1 win the wild card over the Marlins and now get to face the Braves.
Wow.
Yeah, that one was bad. What was the deal with that one in the middle there?
That was Michael Kay doing the Twins game. He's one of the most famous baseball broadcasters there is.
I don't know. It's not like you ran up a flight of stairs. It took almost such a long time to say that. You know what I mean?
Well, they were letting the crowd, Let's Go Twins.
Yeah.
They let the crowd go there.
Yeah. I was like, oh my God, is he okay?
I don't know what his health is. Is he?
But I
uh,
felt like, I don't know, he didn't seem excited about the whole
is
thing.
he a bigger guy?
Well, I think he's relatively healthy. I don't know. I don't know what his size is right now, Brian. I didn't get his height and weight.
too many
What's
Dower-
his fan size, guys? No, I don't know. I just felt like he wasn't excited.
Oh.
I don't like when I listen to broadcasters and they're not excited.
Well, especially it's been 21 years for the Twins.
It's
I
like
mean, it's been a
nothing
long time.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He should have been losing it. He should have like shattered a bottle. I would have seen somebody lose their mind.
The problem is that he's the Yankees' home team announcer, but now he's doing these national games. He has no investment in whether the Twins win or if they die. He doesn't care. He cares about the Yankees.
Listen, I'm tired, but I have to pretend like I care about this show all the time.
We
You
only
gotta
got
get excited.
You only got a half hour left. Just calm down.
Oh my God,
Get a little
you gotta
excited.
pretend- I love it.
I know you're really tired. I know. It's a lot of
gotta do
work.
it.
It's just so much work.
Get excited.
We'll get excited. The Bears tonight, Thursday night football. It's hard. I got a lot of DMs, people saying are going to hold the sign out front of the stadium. I'm not going to Washington, D.C. and say don't go into the Commanders fans because they have a pretty decent team.
Yeah, fake fan.
And they're probably going to, I'm not going to get there. If someone wants to get a private plane for me, maybe I'll consider it.
We asked some crew members on Facebook to predict the score for tonight's Bears game, Bears Commanders, on Fox and Amazon because it's in our local market, so we get it on Fox as well.
So glad getting the Fox broadcast tonight over the Amazon one, which sucks.
John said it's going to be a 4-2 final score. Bears will win a historic defensive battle with nothing but safeties.
Oh, that's amazing.
There's potential for that. Matt said we'll do so bad, we'll be in the negatives.
I don't know how that could happen, but it'd be great.
It could with this Bears team. And then finally, Erica said, I had a dream last night that the Bears lost 532-0. It's a real possibility. I can't rule it out. The Washington team could move the ball down the field.
Martin Luther King over here. I had a dream last night. I had a dream.
I had a dream that the Bears lost by 500 points. So they could easily in this game. And also, Matt Eberflus could be fired if they lose. That's the rumor going around the NFL right now, which the Bears have never fired a coach midseason. I'm not saying it's all his fault. Maybe they look in the mirror, the people that do the firing, which is the upstairs people. Maybe they should think about firing themselves in this situation that's become dire. First Take just had a thing on there saying that they believe this is the worst team in NFL history, even worse than the 0-16 Lion run.
Can't rule it out.
I mean, I know.
We'll see how tonight goes, but I cannot rule it out.
I look at the schedule. I'm not sure they can win a game. I'm not sure. I know the Panthers are coming up, but I'm not sure the Bears could win a game.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Why do people always say that? I looked at the schedule. You know who they're going to play. Like, you know.
But
a lot of the
beforehand now?
teams. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm not sure what you're asking.
You're always acting like people always act like surprised. Like, you're aware of the other teams. Like, I looked at the schedule. Does it matter?
Well, it
Are
matters.
they bad or not?
I'm
because,
saying
like, you're aware of the other teams that they're going to have to play ahead of time.
I understand, but now we've gone 0-4 and how they're playing, I look at it differently now and know how the other teams are
Not
playing.
schedule. Well, does it matter?
Yeah,
You already knew the teams.
But now there's data.
Who
They've played
cares which
games.
Sunday?
They've played games now. I see the games they're going to play, and they can't win any of these
What do
games.
you think? Because it's happening Thursday night, they can't make it? Like, I just don't understand. Like, it's
I'm
on
talking,
schedule.
I'm talking about the rest of the season. I'm not sure what you're asking. I'm confused.
You already knew, like, in general, like, what teams they're going to play.
But it means something different to play the Vikings in the middle of October rather than the beginning of September because I thought the Vikings were going to be a good team this year. They're not. So now there's more weight on the Bears to win that game than there was a month and a half ago.
You understand now?
I just think it's a dumb statement. I saw a schedule. Now I don't have confidence. You already knew. Who surprised you? You're like, you didn't think the Vikings were going to be there?
Teams are different now than they were a couple weeks ago.
Same teams.
And so are the Bears. No, they're not. It's a little different.
The same ones. You just know if they're good or not.
I would have taken the Commanders as a win tonight with the Bears a couple weeks, before the season started. Now, of course not, because the Commanders looked really good last week against a team that was in the Super Bowl. See what I mean?
But that's not based on the schedule.
Well, it is.
It's the schedule of who they're playing tonight. It's the Commanders.
You just now think they're going to lose for the rest of the time.
I do now.
They're bad.
They're really bad. And they probably will lose the rest. I don't know. There's got to be a win somewhere in there.
Look, Kenzie, I looked at the schedule. I don't see the Bears having a win anytime soon.
Do you see what I'm saying?
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Lauren's coming in to continue Ticket Blitz Thursday, which goes all day long through Lauren, through Brian Phillips' show. Q101 Twisted Christmas tickets, leading up pretty much to the end of the pre-sale tonight at 10 o'clock, where you get the tickets, these are your insider tickets in a way. And then tomorrow the general pre-sale goes, or the general sale goes on. So get your tickets today, and get them locked up. That's why we do this. That's why we do a pre-sale. Takeaways, 312-591-8300 from today's show. Case, what do you got?
Sarah from Plainfield checked in. She said, takeaway, men are helpless when they're naked and on their backs.
That's a
like
fact.
a turtle.
It's true.
Little turtle situation.
I'm terrified when I'm naked.
I'll take that one home with me. 847 texted in. Takeaway is that Case thinks that Kenzie is built like R2-D2.
I'm just saying, if we all put on Star Wars costumes, because of her height and nothing else, she'd probably be R2-D2.
And not Princess Leia.
Why couldn't I be the princess? There's literally a female on the show.
Was Princess Leia 6'5"?
My hair's in buns all the time.
Carrie Fisher might as well have been Yao Ming. She was huge. Kenzie couldn't do that.
Also, especially when I was younger, people thought I kind of looked like Natalie Portman.
Ah, there you go. I forgot about her.
Do you know what her character's name was?
It wasn't the princess?
No.
Wasn't she one of them?
I mean, she was a woman in Star Wars.
She wasn't the princess?
She was
not.
not.
The throwback?
She was a princess of that version, that trilogy. Right, you're right.
Right.
Also,
and then somebody famous was her body double.
it was
Who was her famous body double?
crap.
I don't know.
I know, but I can't remember.
Oh my God, it was somebody super famous. Hold on. Nick.
She was in Pirates of the Caribbean movies, right?
Oh, Keira Knightley.
What was it again?
Keira Knightley.
Keira Knightley was
like her body double to distract them.
I hope I'm right on that, but I think it is that Keira Knightley.
Anywho.
By the way,
I would be one of them.
Okay.
also you could be Princess Leia because Carrie Fisher was only 5'1".
Oh, my God.
I have 5'2".
Yeah.
You're taller than Princess Leia.
Yeah. I just feel victimized.
Well, little did I know.
You just think I'm built like a I
robot.
Can't say that. A robot. I was gonna say something else and I was saying.
Maybe you guys should work it out after the show.
Whatever. My takeaway, 219, is that train is stealing from children.
If you really want to know what all this stuff means, you go to the podcast, the Brian and Kenzie Q101 Morning Crew podcast, Q101.com, and anywhere you get your podcast, it's there for you. Like, subscribe, review, share it. Do it.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.